All right. Perfect. Today is the 23rd of January 2026. It is a Friday. The time is now 9:40 in the morning, as you can see. And we are going to be backtesting on the British pound to the dollar. So I've kind of just shrunk it all the way down. We're just going to get straight into it today. We will... Wait, let's go like this. Yeah. And boom, I'm going to start there. What I'm going to do is share my screen with you. You guys can see this. Beauty. So start. So the very beginning. Anyway, auto set this. Let's have a look. All right, we're on the daily time frame. First thing we do, boom, support and resistance on the daily time frame, so we can get a high time frame bias. Okay, let's start from the top. There's a bit more of a nicer channel there, as they 1, 2, almost 3, 4 touch points to kind of confirm that we're in a bit of a downtrend. Ooh, okay. Now, not taking in any count of the date and the date, but we will be focusing on the London and New York sessions mainly. I mean, well, we're just going to see what the market gives us. So at the moment, we have resistance. Boom. And what do we got here? Support. Oop. Oh my God. All right. Support. Oh, okay. I really can't spell. Support. That's the support line. Jesus. All right. That's the support line. Okay. So we're still making higher lows. So that's what I'm kind of seeing is a higher high. And then, because see, it's a higher high, but then we've just changed its character instantly. So boom, we've gone straight down. Up. Do we come above this? No. Down. Is it above this? Yes, but it doesn't mean that we're in a how do I say it? In a bearish okay, but now that I've done that, we quite possibly could be. We could be. At this point in time, we are in a bit of a downtrend though. So what I'm going to do then is see if I can zoom in and just see if we're kind of noticing anything at the moment at this point in time. Why does this whole thing say New York session? That means from March 20th all the way to November 20th, it was New York session. Anyway, so what's actually happened here and what this kind of looks like from this point of view, because we've got a touch point 1, 2, 3, 4, liquidity. Boom. Resistance, drop again, making another lower high. This could be another stop out, or as in like more liquidity. So yeah. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm going to keep that there, drop down to the 4-hour time frame. Does this follow? yes, we're still in this channel. Now, to not confuse us, we're going to draw a bit of a channel in here as well, just to kind of understand. All right, so to me, we've had this big fall. What can I see? Just using support and resistance trend channels. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. So we've got a bit of a channel going on here, in between here. Now, I guess now what I'm looking for is whether it's going to continue in this direction or we're going to follow in the direction downwards. So I think what I am now looking for is you got a bit of an order block here, or if yes, so you've got a lot of stuff happening here. All right. Oh, sorry. That was probably stupid. Even an even better way to put that is this. Whoops. Whoops. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Okay, so there's a bit of an accumulation phase here. You've had a double top or a couple of equal highs. But we had one more run before that movement down. Now, it does look like we're trying to push higher, but if price is stagnant, well, not stagnant, but if price continues to just kind of move in this direction and doesn't break high, I'll probably be looking at shorts around this angle. So the reason I say this, right, let's just say, we'll put yellow for this meantime. So there's an accumulation phase right here. We've had then, by the looks of it, a bit of liquidity sweep before that downside move. We've also then tried to come back up before actually then hitting this channel's support line. Then you can kind of see that we've had a bit of chop going up as well. Now what I'm looking for, let's put this like this. What I'm really looking for is to finish kind of at the top here, right? Now we're looking for it to bounce, and we're going to be making a move. If that's an order block right there. But what we're doing is trying to find two biases, okay? And then we have to make a decision on what one we're happy with. So I'm kind of saying right here, right now, is after this accumulation phase, we should either hit the top, right, and bounce back down. And honestly, like I would only target a 2-to-1, something like this, down to the order block. Like that. Keep my stop tight. Let's just say 2-to-1, for example, okay? But what we're going to do is wait for price to play out. We've tapped in. Okay, cool. We've also hit this, seeing if we're going to hit the bottom of this. What we're doing is waiting to see whether price is going to respect this or break through it. Now, we're not looking for a massive trade, okay? We're just looking for a 2-to-1 right now. Boom. Okay. This here, with this is the top. So what I'm doing now is analyzing. Let's just delete this so we don't get silly silly analysis. Or yeah. Now, next candle. Next couple of candles. All right, we've dropped. Now, what can we see? Put it this way, we're going to now drop down to the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame is going to give us exactly what we need. So we've just had the London open and close, and then we're just kind of starting the New York. So we could, if we wanted to get into this trade tonight, we will have a look at around this fair value gap. Now, this fair value gap, we're looking for a tap in, okay? If it taps in and closes on this side, then we're in for a short, for a 2-to-1. Staying patient, staying patient. So New York session's finished now. It's the next day. London Open has opened. Oh, okay. We didn't tap it, but I can see that we're feeling very stagnant right now. That price it's not wanting to go higher. See how we're very right here. This is what I'm going to be doing right now. So I'm looking to enter a short. 2-to-1. Okay. It goes up. New York session. Boom. I'm going to enter here. Okay. The reason I'm entering here is because we're mid New York session. Now, what I'm thinking on doing, right, is actually coming above this candle here, which also then means my stop loss. No, I don't like that. So I will go here, and I'm just going for a 2-to-1 like that. We're going to watch. Price comes up. Cool. Right here, right now, I'm willing to get in. Okay. I'm getting in. This is creating an order. You've now just watched me get in. The reasons for getting in is we're looking to wipe out this low. Okay. We're looking to wipe out this low. We're also looking to wipe out these. And yeah, so we're going to go next. We're in. We're about to get stopped out. We got stopped out instantly. What I didn't do was follow my trading rules. See how we tapped in? I'm going to clone this. And we're getting in here. Okay. Now, what we want is for price to continue in the exact same way. Stopped me out again. That's okay. So what's happening here? Not waiting. Reassess. We've just tapped into the order block. We are now cloning again. If I lose this one, we step away from the charts, okay? Am I trying to make this trade work and happen? Yes. Next. All right, look, that's what should have happened, okay? It's exactly what should have happened. I should have, the confirmation on this fair value gap was incorrect. But this order block was, okay? The tap and down on the order block is exactly what we needed in the first place, okay? We didn't make the trade. I did want to get in, but this is the thing. Trying for a third time on the trade that you know exactly the move, you know it's going to work. You've just got to refine it, okay? So what I've done here now and what I'm understanding is that fair value gap was invalid. Or it wasn't invalid. Okay, well, put it this way. The entry on the fair value gap was invalid. We did watch price. We do understand that we're still on our way down, but we needed that confirmation tap. This here is literally our order block, okay? And we've come and tapped it and made that down there. See, even if we would have done that, that trade would have been a 3.8 risk to reward ratio, okay? Look, not mad, not happy, but I have an understanding and a better perception now, okay? And now what I have to do. So we're going to continue. Play. What price is also going to do now is actually wipe out these lows. Ooh, I was incorrect. What we're now looking for, though, is, okay, see, hitting the top, we now have a beautiful fair value gap below. Oh my God. Right here, okay? What we want is a tap into this fair value gap. It will come back down and tap it. Be patient. Pardon me. Honestly, see this trade? This is where I think we wipe them out. We don't wipe them out, but we come down. Gonna play. All right, that there gives me initial thought, too short. Why? Okay, why? Why, Dylan? Why? Because you see the trend moving down. Yes. Okay, I'm with you. Yep. Let's draw it in. Cool. All right. What we're seeing. Okay. Something tells me that I want to do this. Yep. Yep. Why? Okay, now let's assess this trade. Why? What if price came to here though? Would it fit? See? Don't predict, but project. Okay, so then look at this. We set an alert. Oh, fuck it, we're gonna go like this. That is where our stop losses, and that's where everyone, all retail traders, put their stop losses. So I, on the other hand, am going to put my entry where my stop loss was. I could keep it a 2-to-1, and I'm going to keep it a 2-to-1. Okay, I'm not going to get greedy on this. I'm going to let price do its thing. Perfect. Okay. My analysis was still correct, okay? I didn't get wicked in the trade. I was going to go down here, right? That's a 4.1 fucking 7 risk to reward ratio fucking trade right there. If I had got, well, let's just say I got in here and it would have been like this. It's 3 point. What I'm trying to say, okay, is doing that and refining those things like that, not predicting. But once you have an understanding of how the market moves, you start to then understand where price will go. And I don't mean that like you have a crystal ball, like it is all probabilistic. Is that even a word? It's all probabilities, right? Like it could have just gone, you know what I mean? But instead, it went like this. We were here. It went up, down, fake. It couldn't push above here. Then it went down. So cool. That's okay. It was a mistrade. It was another mistrade. We've hit support. Let's just zoom out again, okay? So we're not getting muddled up. Let's just delete this one. This one. All right. So the overall view of this as well is we're still kind of playing in this channel right here. Okay, so we've got enough room to kind of play in here. So on the 4-hour time frame. So we've just broken down here. What am I starting to see a little bit here? We're starting to stay above this line here, okay? So I think we could potentially maybe like go down here. Come on. Before we start seeing a reversal. So we're not looking for a reversal. We're just we're seeing what price wants to do, okay? Because right here, I'm starting to see this and see this. I feel like price will push all the way down. Like this here, boom, and this is exactly where price has respected. Now, if we do then get our fib tool, bang, bang, and we will go down to the bottom here. Now, look where that, even there. So even if I wanted to on a 4-hour, we're waiting for price. Okay, see, boom, here. In here, we're on top of it. So what this also says to me is we're struggling to now make highs. So what I'm also going to do is put a bit of this is my take profit here. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're going to delete that. That is at 0.5. We are looking to short. So if I go to the daily, see what I can do on the daily. I would go the top of that. And I would make it all the way down. Now, what am I doing? We could potentially push high. I'm going to go like this. Aha. That's it. Just wait. Wait. So I'm in here. We're in. Sell. Bring this down. We're in the trade. Almost got stopped out. Out. Okay. Loss. What happened? What's the information? The information is this. That's the information. Check the RSI. It's a flip. We're actually going to go up. Yeah. Look at this though. I'm going to take this as a loss though, okay? Because if we look closely in here, I entered here and see it stopped me out. It is a 2-to-1, but I have been stopped out. Regardless of the trade, I have been stopped out. Now, we've just got to then make sure you got to line things up a little bit more, okay? And that's exactly what you have to do. Boom. So now this here is not support. This was. So we're going to go like this. Delete, 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 delete. So where did this one come from? See what I mean though? Where did that come from? Why is it all the way up there? But we could potentially go higher. Boom. All right, so we've hit this, but we're not stagnant either just yet. So we're still finding new. So I reckon before a big move up, we always have to have a big move down. Now, if I'm looking at this, we could probably clone this into here. Now we're just going to wait and see what it does. That's our movement down right there. That's it there. Boom. We're going to have one more move down. That's it. I'm in. And I'm targeting a 2-to-1. Next. What I'm looking at is I never got tapped in. It didn't tap me in. So, let's just exit this so it doesn't have us in. But it didn't tap me in, so there's a mistrade. It's a mistrade. It's okay. No trade is a trade. And yeah, look at it. We would have. Okay, so that there, analyzing this double top right here. Boom. Follow your rules. 4 hour. Let's just leave that. Right. Perfect. All right, this is what we're seeing right now. This is on the 4 hour. That's a beautiful trade too. So we would have done it here, open, just popped on the other side, and we would have taken a 2-to-1. Boom, we wait for it to come back up just a little bit more. Or is it going to follow all the way down? Boom, here. See, because I feel like I know the direction of the trade. No, that's stupid, Dylan. That's stupid. It's trying. We just want small moves. Gonna come lower. Yep. And done. So see this? That's that tap. Okay. So, yep, now we're looking at this. So there you go. Now, in order for a continuation down, we're looking for, okay, boom, this, that, tapped, closed, this, over. Okay, well, that would work. Create limit order. Oh, let's just say we entered in here. Oh, fuck. That's okay. All right. Why did you want to enter in there then? Okay. So it tapped the fair value gap and you thought, okay, did you check the RSI? What are you reading? All right, maybe there's a bit of silly string analysis going on here and I'm not understanding, but that is totally fine. We are now seeing another fair value gap here. Are you following your rules, Dylan? Are you going down? Where do you normally take this trade? On the hourly? Okay. Okay, order block. All right, playing. Okay. That's a tap. We're just following the rules. On the open. Yep. Bang. Bum. Boom. Play. Okay. Out. What went wrong there? I followed the plan. Are you reading the price right? Are you going too quickly? Are you in the hourly time frame? No, Dylan. No. So, okay. What are you doing wrong? I'm not following the rules. So, start fucking following your rules. Let's clear this up. All right, boom. All the drawing is gone. Let's go to the daily time frame. Parallel losses. That's okay. Okay. Such a weird. Now we've got a proper support and resistance line here on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, let's just have a look at this channel. Okay, so there is a beautiful channel right here. Could even go like that. Okay. Now, it's been respected here. So, once again, we're looking to either come up again before we come down, but we're not looking at big moves. Okay, so that's the thing. Stop looking at big moves. Let's just slow it down. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. This is what we're seeing. So we've identified a channel here. Now, because we've got greens there's a bit of an order block here too. So, honestly, I think we're going to go up. On a red candle, I'm I'm going to enter. What was giving me the confirmation? Confirmation that this here, and we're reaching for just there. Outside of that, so we're actually going to change this, take that back to there. We are going to lock in this one here if this goes. Okay. All right, then it goes in the direction of the trade. So what we've got to do then is with these trades, okay, I feel like there's a bit of going on up here. I'm not wrong, okay, but that's the thing, and I'm not right either. I just like a little bit more understanding and language in the market. So this is really good. This is why we backtest. This is why we train to become better. So all right, boom, 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 boom. This is our cue. That's our cue right there for a 2-1 right there. Right there, right there, right there. There is so much conviction in this that I even know it. You know what I mean? So yes, I went a little bit too fast here, but what I think I'm doing is we're going here. So we had an open red candle. I would have entered in right here. We would have put our stop loss just a couple of pips over 221. And yeah, so let's just, I'm going to go like this, but we're obviously just going to put it there. Oh my, okay. All right. I think what's happening right now is overtrading and a bit of overconfidence in something that I'm still not yet understanding, maybe. So we've had a breakout. We've had a breakout, and we're staying inside this channel now. So I definitely think that this is the way that it's going. But before the next big move up, we've got to have that leg down, which was this one right here. And I hate when the buttons don't press. But price is going to go this way now. Before it reverses. Okay, great. That was a pause. Okay, yep, great. Hello. Yep. Okay, so what I can see here is a bit, okay, there's this one here, M top, retest, down. See that? Neckline had been retested, boom, straight down. It also broke underneath this channel, then tapped the channel just to go down again. So now we're making our way upwards. I mean, downwards. So yeah, RSI was really weird. So we got to about here when, well, yeah, okay. I think right now I'm just having a bit of silly string analysis, and it's just, yeah. So what I'm kind of seeing here is a bit of that. So we probably will see another push upwards before a push down. Cool. So that there is our one to go here to here to here to one. All right, I'm out. I'm out of that purely because it's fucked. Like that's a fucked one. So bad trade. Is just playing in this vicinity. We're actually still in a downtrend. Ready, watch this. We're gonna fucking sell right here. Boom. What? It's like, hello? Like, what do you mean? Look at all of that. Got a soul right there. Boom. What the fuck was that? All right. I can feel, and I am now aware of a little bit of agitation coming on. So I think the best thing to do as well, so it doesn't cloud your judgment, which I think is it's exactly what it's doing right now. It's clouding my judgment of my rules. I am over trading, and it's not to say I'm trying to make the money back, but that you can tell that this is exactly what's going on right now. So, yeah, look, something I have to say, and you have to use this as an identity shift as well, is traders going to have bad days. Learning days, or days where the information doesn't process, or you aren't following your rules, or you're a bit off, and you still come into the markets because it's who you are and it's what you would like to do, and yeah, but you've got to understand when to step away, and that is discipline as well. Now realizing that I'm getting a bit agitated, the silly string analysis is coming in. The analysis paralysis is also kind of coming in, I guess, as well. Now you will get better at this. This is a different market, so it's not my usual market. It's a Forex market. I do like gold, Bitcoin, and all other cryptos, but for this instance, I think we're going to call it at that. I'm not going to say it's a loss. Okay, I didn't win any trades, but it is definitely information and data that I can actually take on board. Now, it's really good about recording these things and having these live streams. Bless you to the man that just sneezed outside. Is the fact that you can go back and watch these, okay? You can go back and watch what you're doing, how you're doing it, why you're doing it, how you got into a trade, why that didn't work. And that's what's going to make you a better trader, okay? Rewatching your shit, rewatching your, how do I say it? I don't want to say fuck ups, just watching your information. It's just information. That's all it is, okay? Data. Then once you've got the information and the data, you then process what you need to do and start to react instead of predict. When this happens, I do this. And if it doesn't happen, I don't do it, or I don't trade, or I don't look at it, or it's invalid. We can come back to this one as well, the British pound, the US dollar. I think just having a bit of reflection on what I've done right now is I was going too fast, okay? I was like, oh yeah, bang, 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 bang. Was I following my rules? No. Was that the reason why? Probably. Is that the reason why you blow your account? Because you don't follow your rules? Probably. Once you follow your rules and you get all the habits in play, a successful trader worries more about his identity and following the rules than making money. Keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. Another thing is, I know you need money to make money, but you don't need money to become a good trader. If you were consistent in the edge and strategy that you have, and you are following your rules, and the identity matches the rules and the person that you actually bring to trading, you will win. And until then, I'm still in the process of being that. I embodied the identity, but you also have to come into the markets with the identity embodied already. You can't sit here and halfway embody it, okay? Successful trader comes into the market following his rules and his identity. What does a successful trader look like? How do they feel? What do they do? What makes a successful trader profitable? Risk. Capital protection. Well, that's risk. You're protecting your capital. Rules. Identity. Set aside some time to just breathe when you get into the market, especially backtesting. Treat it like it's real. Treat it like it's real. I understand that it's a little bit different when you actually got live money playing on it, but don't look at the money. If you keep your risk, if you risk 1 to 2% of your account and you have an edge or strategy, and you consistently apply that over the years or over your lifetime, surely your wins are a lot more longer than your stop losses as well. Your profit take should be, it should be higher than your stops. If not, you've got something else to work on. But until then, a reputable strategy that you can replicate every time the market shows you what you need to react to will then show you how to grow an account. Well, it will grow your account over time. It will then in time show, okay? The money will then show from the skill and effort that you have put in. Look, your brain is a muscle, okay? Don't force shit. Don't force trades. Look, I'm speaking to everyone. I don't know everything, okay? I'm learning every single day. Every single day, okay? And that's all you can do. Be a student of life. Learn. Keep an open mind, but understand that the brain is a pattern-seeking muscle. I've put here, pattern recognition is a skill. It's also a thing that the brain has. It's called the RSA, the reticular activating system, the RAS, sorry. Habits. Whatever pattern you recognize is a cue to do something after that. That cue, whether it be, oh, okay, look for this. Understand that you need to get into the, this is where I'm looking to get in or out. Create good habits. The second you deviate from the plan, you blow the account. Plant good seeds. That is good habits. Good cues. When something happens in the market and you've got that tingling, I don't know, spidey senses, or your edge is like, I know what's going to happen here because I've back tested this and it's actually happened more than 50 times in 6 months or something like that. I really don't know, I'm just making this up. But what I'm trying to say is plant the good seeds, plant the good habits that you can then follow. Once you follow them, you're also starting to create your rules. Once you create those rules, you've created a habit. Once that habit is instilled, you will then create the identity. Once you create the identity, it is all up to you to have a neutral composure of this when you come into trading. You should just be able to say, and click a button and let it wait. Flip a coin. Heads, tails. Do I go short on this or I go long on this? Either way, you've back tested exactly what you've already done and you already either know what it's going to do. It's either just still going to go in your way or not. Either way, it is just data and information that you got to keep going. It's a reputable thing. Now, the next thing here as well, pattern utilization. Utilize that pattern. Utilize it. Don't see it on the screen, in the chart, and then think, well, this is happening and I'm going to fucking do something else. No, utilize that pattern. Think, why am I thinking this? Why is this feeling, why have I felt like I've seen this pattern arise? Or why do I feel like the market is showing me something right now that I can either profit from or learn from? And that's the way that you have to put it. Pattern creator, okay? After you've got the pattern and the habits all down packed, it's up to you to create your own art and science, okay? Get creative. Start creating things where you never lose. You know what I mean? Look at this, skills, the pattern recognition. When you recognize patterns, you eliminate fear. Fear comes from what I don't know. Fear comes from, I don't know what this is. That's where it comes from. It's chaos, bullshit. When you recognize a pattern, it gives you potential power. Okay? Pattern utilization. Use the patterns that you recognize. Utilize them. Pattern creator. Get creative. Okay? Simple. Simples. Support and resistance. Does the 4-hour time frame line up with the daily? Where do you take entries? Is it on the 4-hour or is it on the 1 hour? If it's on the 1 hour, why the fuck are you entering on the 4-hour? I'm even speaking to myself. What is price doing? Have a look. Have a look. Don't rush. Be patient. Are there any order blocks? Are there any fair value gaps? Now, those things there, they don't mean enter. Enter on an order block, enter on a fair value gap, okay? If you have backtested things where they've tapped it and then gone for your 2-to-1, which is kind of what I see all the time, but that doesn't happen all the time. Like, it's got to be, you've got to understand, where is trend going? Which way is price going? Are you is it ascending or descending? You know, where are the channels? In order for you to give yourself more confirmation. You know what I mean? You don't have to always just enter on a fair value. They're information. It's just information. Okay, it's information. And the last one, am I forcing this trade? If you are forcing the trade, if you force the trade, you will get hurt. Your ego will get punched in the face. You just humbled yourself. I'm going to take this trade. I'm going to literally, oh yes. Yes. I'm in the market and I'm here to make money. I'm going to, yes. Look, flip a coin, put fucking, boom. Yep, we're getting in here. Getting in. Honestly, it's probably going to go down anyway. But this is what I'm trying to say. I'm forcing this. Yeah. Stop that. What I'm trying to say is you forced it. You forced a trade. You had no confirmation. You had no understanding of what happened there. You thought you did. Your ego is like, I'm right. It's probably going to go down. Listen to yourself. You know what I mean? The market is not wrong. The market is never wrong. You can't blame the market. You can't blame the big whales, the big players, the big institutional banks. You can't blame them. Be them. Be better than them. Understand their moves, their strategies. Move in liquidation with what they're doing, how they're rotating money. That's just another indicator, I guess, as well. But what I'm trying to say is there's a lot more to it than just to force something. Do not force trades. Look, I'm speaking out loud to myself. And I do this so I can listen and go back to this and understand what I need to do to become a profitable trader. Okay? Slow is fast. Fast is slow. So slow. You've got to understand that there is levels to this, okay? And you can always get to the next level. Always. You know, people love the view, but no one wants to climb. You know, people want what you've got, but no one wants to put the work in. The top of the mountain is the bottom of the next. That is levels. Okay, there's levels to trading, there's levels to understanding, there's levels to perception, there's levels. Get on the level and fucking own it. Whether you lose or win, own it. It's all information, all data. Data tells you things. It tells you things, okay? I'm going to leave it here. Very passionate about this. Listen. Trading is probably one of the best things for you as a human being to either learn, not just to make money, but the market teaches you about yourself, okay? The market is a mirror to your internal emotions, okay? If you are forcing things, that means you're an impulsive person. If you're forcing trades. Kind of want to put this analogy in it. How do you keep your room clean, right? You either clean as you go, or you put things back where they belong. The thing is, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is make my bed, right? When I make my bed, I know I'm going to have a good day, regardless of how I'm feeling, okay? If your bed is made, you've already fucking won the day. If you follow your rules, you've already won, regardless even if you lose. If you lose a trade, it's information, okay? It's information. If I don't make my bed in the morning, right, and I'm starting to lose where I'm at or anything like that, it means that, okay, where did I not follow my rules? Did I get up and make my bed this morning? Because I know when I make my bed, I'm a winner. I'm a winner, regardless of the day, you know? It's like you could still make your bed and get sick. I don't know. I mean, if you're healthy, you don't get sick. But I think if you get sick, right, but you still made your bed, that's still a win. Say you followed your rules, right? You followed through to your rules, but the trade lost still. It's a win. It's still a win because you followed your rules. You followed the identity. You followed through, okay? Consistency and risk matters. Thank you all for watching this stream. I thank everyone for watching. Feel like that's just something everyone says at the end of a stream. There's no one watching. I'll clip this one day. And I'll have 1,000 views or 1,000 people likes or some shit and be like, yeah. Anyway, look, enjoy the journey with me. Come along with me. Come win with me. Come win. I'm a winner. Winners don't quit and quitters don't fucking win. Okay? You just keep going. It's just data. It's data. Thomas A. Edison, you know, people say he failed 10,000 times or 100 times or whatever, how many times the number keeps changing. But what he reframed it to is he just found 100 ways that didn't work. He just found 100,000, 10,000 ways that just didn't work. It was data. Okay, this doesn't work, so let's try it this way. Eventually it's going to work. Eventually something will work. You just got to keep going. It's boring, but the boring shit works. People who invest have delayed gratification. You need that patience, okay? Delayed gratification. Thank you all for listening. Have a wonderful day and have a blessed year. I'm out.